Hi everybody, today we'll be doing an iPhone 6s charging IC. Um, as you've already seen from the picture, it takes 0.26 volts, which is definitely not enough to charge the battery, and 9 times out of 10 this will be the culprit, other times will be the tigress underneath it. So we'll get cracking and show you how easy it is to replace it, but also how easy it is to mess it up if you don't know what you're doing. So you can see here we've already cut the shield just a tiny bit so that we have access to the actual chip itself. This 6S has the A3 revision of the chip. We're going to install the new one, the B2 I think it is, or the B3 or something, we'll see in a sec. There it is, and it's out. By the way, this is the machine that you're hearing taking off like a jet, the hot air machine that we're using. It's cooling down. Now we are gently cleaning the pads. We don't want to wick them. We just use flux and the soldering gun. If you want to wick it, be my guest, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Now we're going to clean it to make sure that everything is in right order. Yeah, all the pads seem fine. I'll just apply a little bit of flux now on the surface. Okay, and now we're just gonna solder the new chip on its place. The new revision that they use in the 7 and 7 Plus as well. So the new revision is the 3B actually, and so far we've used these chips probably about 4 times, and they've been fine every single time. Never had any comebacks with them. what we like to do is like leave the chip nearly in its perfect place. You can see on this side here, on this edge there, you can still see the soldering joints underneath, well, the soldering pads actually. And the reason why we like to do that is because we like to allow the chip to move into its place rather than us sticking it there and then soldering it dead on the spot. For us it serves as an indication that the chip is actually in place, and also that the solder underneath the chip is melted and it's bonded with the one from the board. Again, tiny tips and tricks, might not apply to you, but that's how we like to do it here. So now that the chip is in place, we're going to let the board cool a little bit. We're going to clean the surface, and then we're going to run another measurement to see if the repair was successful.